Okay, join me for the Math on the Spot video. You'll need a piece of scratch paper. Make sure you have some before you start following along on the video. All right, here we go.
Correct. Oops, a little mistake. Correct. Little mistake. Correct. Oh, hi. Hey, I was just grading some test exams and seeing how my students are doing. You know, actually, this reminds me of something really valuable. When we think about tests, a lot of times we think about averages. And really what we're thinking about, in fact, are finding means. Now, a mean is just a certain measure of center. And the way you find a mean is just by, if you have a bunch of numbers and you want to find the mean of those numbers, which is kind of like an average, all you do is you add up all that information and divide by the number of pieces of information you have. That will always provide you with a mean, or kind of the balance point of all those numbers. It's kind of cool. Actually, it does remind me of a great story about Jeremy, who was actually trying to figure out the mean average of a bunch of his tests. Let's take a look at it together and see if we can find someone's error. Let's check it out for ourselves. All right. Jeremy scored 85, 90, 72, 88, and 92 on 5 math tests for a mean of 85 and 4/10. That's really good. He should be really happy. Now, on the 6th test, he scored an incredible 95. Really good. Now, he calculates his mean score for all 6 tests as shown right here. So this is what he's going to do. Now, his friend Deronda, however, says that he's incorrect. We've got a conflict. The question is, here's the work that Deronda did. The question is, which answer do we like? Okay, so let's take a look at both and see if we can analyze them. So let's see what Jeremy says. Jeremy says, okay, the mean of my first 5 test scores was 95 and 4/10. So, to find the mean of all 6 test scores, I just need to find the mean of 85 and 4/10 and 95. So the mean would be, you add up those two numbers and divide by 1, 2. Divide by 2. You add up those numbers, you get 80 and 4/10, divide by 2, and we see 90 and 2/10. So my mean score for all 6 tests is 90 and 2/10. Sounds good? But let's see what Deronda says. Deronda says, to find the mean of all 6 test scores, you need to add up all 6 scores and divide by 6. So the mean would be the first 5 scores that he got, 85 plus 90 plus 72 plus 88 plus 92, and then add that last score of 95, and then divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide by 6. That gives us a sum of 522 divided by 6, which equals 87. So Jeremy's mean score for all 6 tests is 87. Aha! We have 2 different answers. The question is, which one is correct? Well, in fact, let me give you a chance to stop and think about this for yourself. Do you think that Jeremy is correct, or do you think that Deronda is correct? Remember, if you ever have a bunch of numbers and you want to find out their mean, you want to add them all up and divide by the total number of data you have. I'll give you a second to think about it, and let's see who's right. Well, if you think about it, even though I really like what Jeremy did, he actually did not do it correctly in that he wasn't finding the mean. To find the mean of all 6 scores, you have to add up all 6 scores, as Deronda did, and then divide by 6. So, in fact, Deronda's solution is correct. I love it. Whoop, whoop. Now, Jeremy was finding the mean, but he was finding the mean of just 2 numbers, namely this number and that number. So if these were the only 2 numbers, and you find the mean of that, well, that's what this is giving. The problem is that 85 and 4/10 in some sense needs to be counted more, because they actually represent 5 entire test scores. And so it needs to be weighted a little bit more, and that weighting is actually captured in Deronda's by having all those numbers there, and then adding that last one, and now dividing by 6. That's weighting all 6 test scores the same. Here, we're not weighting them both the same. So even though this number is larger, which sounds kind of good, I bet you that Jeremy really liked that average better, the truth is this is the more accurate, in fact, the correct mean. So the answer is that Deronda was correct. And remember that whenever you want to find a mean, which is one of the ways of measuring the center, if you have a bunch of data and they're all numerical, add them all up and divide by the number of data you have, and that will give you the mean, which is the balance point. It's an average. Have fun thinking about the means in your life, and I'll see you soon.
All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.